One shot. Let's begin. Urooboe Uroboros by Nisio Sien and Obata Takeshi. So we're on this Obata hype train, and it's been pretty mediocre. It's been all right. That's all about got to say. He's makes some good stuff with a good writer too, but overall just all right. So we'll see if this is all on the just is right train. All right, let's begin, everybody. Death Note plus this guy equals the half remembered Blue Death Omega Grad Note Dragon. Uroboe Uroboros by Boob Gropers. Okay. The rumored sisters are Uroboros. Okay, I'm gonna need a translation of that eventually. Let's see. It. Let's. Oh man, he always has a gothic style. It was 2 weeks after I transferred school. The incident in the quad, that is. She's doing the pencil flinging. Year two. Year two. Class Kakazaki. Kun, I earnestly implore you more. The marker in her hand precursor to the tempest. It's okay to say yes. Today after school, you'll be called by a cute girl from first year, and you'll be asked out by that cute girl. Please, go out with me. It's love at first sight. All you have to do is answer, of course. It's okay to say yes. They're the Harimoto sisters. Harimoto sisters? So those two are siblings? Kakazaki Kokora, height 170 centimeters. Features, neat freak. Specialty number 1, cat eye transfer student. Well, maybe, I don't know. Those weren't like the rest. Koyama Sokuna, height 148 centimeters. Feature, bandage head. Specialty, number 1 reward merchant. Siblings, huh? They don't look similar at all. Don't they both have it? Don't they both have a snake drawn on the back of their uniforms? Yup, that's it. Huh? Now you mention it. Right, there's no mistake. Year 3, Class 3 Harimoto Minagi, and Year 1, Class 1 Harimoto Tabari. Everyone in school knows them. They're regular celebrities. Well, anyway, they're a violent pair. With the students, obviously, they don't put a foot, hand, or word out of line around their teachers. Harimoto Managi, height 158 centimeters, 100-meter run 9 seconds. Specialty number 1, deadly twin tail. Harimoto Tobari, height 158 centimeters. Favorite genre specialty number 1, brainy four eyes. Want to hear the latest stats? Our school's got a great Kendo Club champion material. Someone accidentally knocked Harimoto Jr. down while running. A couple of hours later, Harimoto Sr. turned up to the Kendo Hall. She beat the crap out of the whole Kendo Club. Most of the members were hospitalized. Their next tournament was hopeless. Huh? That's a... Who? Huh? That's an unexpectedly weak reaction. It's nothing. She's probably capable of all that stuff. But, well, hearing that story, I can't help but think she was just doing it for her little sister's sake. Right, I see. But man, Tobari's such a quiet kid. I hear what you're saying. Anyway, Kakazaki, what did you answer? Huh? I turned her down flat. Psh. Hey, Koyama, it's that girl. Look over. There? Come on, Koyama. Could you not talk to me, please? I'm suddenly very busy counting the strokes on the character 10. We've been friends since the day I transferred. Actually, that was a favor for a teacher. Anyway, looks like she's gonna... Let me just say, I didn't understand those earth-shaking threats you made. What are you blabbing about? I came to thank you, Kakazaki-kun. Thank you for accepting Tobari's advances. And now my next request. What's going on? Next, ask Tobari out on a date. That flat refusal bending threat. It's okay to say yes. Ask her out today to go out on Saturday, the day after tomorrow. I've got some free time after school that day. Some train of thought. Some train of thought. This is just business, so goodbye. You okay, buddy? Is she gone? I'm fine. Thanks, whoever you are. Would you look at me? Would you? Come out from under there, would you? That girl's seriously overprotective of her little sister. Anyway, Koyama, you said she was just violent, but I'd say it's more like military strength. What makes you say that? She's got the body of a martial artist, an unarmed combat specialist. I can see straight away. She's got perfect balance. That reminds me, I think I heard that the Haramoto sisters live in a dojo or something. You understand this stuff because you practice martial arts too, right, Kakazaki? Oh, it's the girl saying it. Huh? Yeah, once upon a time. A dojo, huh? That's a bit beyond normal. Yeah, they're just legends from back when they were middle schoolers. Legend? That's right, kind of a town legend. You won't have heard it because you just transferred in. A long while ago, this town was pretty rough. There was pretty much trouble everywhere most days. 5 years ago, that situation cleaned up by the power of a single middle schooler. That's overwhelming violence. You were right to say military strength. It was truly overwhelming. The defeated ones were so terrified they didn't remember the middle schooler's face. The only thing they remembered strongly was the back part of the middle schooler's jacket. So his nickname became Uroboros. Half remembered Uroboros. Okay, half remembered Uroboros. Okay. But how much of this is true? There's a town legend that Uroboros turns up whenever there's a brawl. The story says his spirit is now inside Harimoto Senior. Hmm? What kind of strength could hammer this in like this? It won't come out. Gotcha. It's really just a marker? It's not even broken. As I thought, it's not just a powerful technique. It's power knowingly infused with emotion. Did you get all that, or shall I explain again, Harimoto Jr.? Kakazaki-senpai. The Urooboe snake on her back is the same as her sister's. Wow. That hurt. No, don't worry. Okay, I'm okay. Good morning. That is, I'm sorry, I'm so clumsy. You surprised me, Kakazaki-senpai. You certainly don't seem like Uroboro's little sister. You've met my sister. I met her, and this time she said I have to ask you out on a date. Is she really asking on your behalf? Only I heard this story about the Keno Club. That's not true. She's much shorter. I gotta look that up. I'll either hide again after this. I didn't ask anything like that. I don't understand. Why this time? What did she say the other times? Hey, hold. Didn't she know? Again, Big Sis. Big Sis said something. I'll definitely have to stop her. Kakazaki-senpai, please disregard anything Big Sis said. She asked in my behalf, which means, Kakazaki-senpai, please take me out on a date. Please? No, I meant to ask you. I promised your sister. But did you really not ask her to do this? Of course not. Big Sis always does stuff like this. Always. She speaks for my sake. Willfully. I had to stop her at the Kennel Club. But when it suits her, she could do horrible things. But I still love you, Kakazaki-senpai, despite Big Sis meddling in everything. Sorry, I shouldn't have distrusted you. But still, you don't particularly like anything about me, right? That's not true. What about your nice manners? I knew it. I repel young women. That's not what I meant. You're cool, Kakazaki-senpai. Anyway, love at first sight defies all logic. That's not it. Shouldn't you say love at first sight's completely outside logic? What? Here's your big sis's plan. Basically, I'm a transfer student and didn't know anything about you two, which made me the only choice to date you. Kakazaki-senpai! I like you. And I guess I still like Big Sis too. Oh, she said it a lot more. I like you, Kakazaki-senpai. It's just a bad habit you gotta shake. Huh? What was that? Nah, it's harmless. Totally harmless. Clop. If you're going to meet Harimoto Senior, I think you'll find her at the end of the third floor corridor. Huh? Both of us? Sorry, I have to imagine how similar the kanji from manufacture and explosion make me feel. I still don't get what he was on about. Excuse me, you in there, Harimoto-senpai? Let's see. Kaki something, right? It's Kakazaki Koketa. Oh yeah, that was it. I'm terrible at remembering people's names. So Kakazaki-kun, what do you want? Just reported that I asked your little sister out, just like you asked. That's right. I said thanks. Thank you. I'll tag along on the day. Thought so. To make sure Tobari doesn't mess up. Your little sister really is the cutest. Isn't this a bill Verdun? Uroboros, I mean the snake depicts eating its own tails, but to me it looks as if your personality's in danger of devouring your sister's. All I'm hearing is you blowing hot air. Don't believe everything you hear about Tabari. Tabari is everything to me. That's all there is to it, Kakazaki-kun. I don't think you understand. I do everything for her sake, even if this body is consumed by the snake. Generally, I'm not like Uroboros. But I get power from everyone thinking I'm allied to some spirit of justice. I'm just borrowing it. Sure, there's something fishy about how the town legend was discovered in the first place. Is that for your sister's sake too? That's right. Since we left middle school, I've been beating up anything that puts Sobari in harm's way. After all, the town's legend is no more than gossip. Although, there really is a fight on its way. If that hero really exists, I bet he's itching for just one more contest. Is it okay for you to tell me this stuff? I don't feel like keeping secrets from my sister's boyfriend. Besides, it won't matter anymore once Tabari's in senior high. Unlike me, Tabari's not the fighting kind, so I can't help wanting to be stronger. Surely she didn't get that strong just for her little sister. By the way, Kakazaki-kun, what are you aiming for? Feign ignorance if you like, but you have the body of a fighter. I could spot these things. It's a long story. Well then, shame I didn't get any information on. Oh, shame I didn't get any information out of you. I'm off home for the day. I won't outstay my welcome. That's a bad habit I've got to shake. Oh yeah. Would you tell your sister? I changed my mind. I'll take her big sister's place. Kakazaki Kokoda, huh? Should have remembered his name. He turned out to be a guy that could outdo me. It's me. What do you want? Oh, that's the... It's me. What do you want? Don't say what do you want, big sis. Big sis, you threatened Kakazaki-senpai. You mean you're not happy he asked you out on a date? Don't twist my words. You shouldn't speak on my behalf. Then what can I do for you? You can leave everything to me. Anyhow, I'm going with Kakazaki-senpai now. Kakazaki-senpai's gonna protect me from now on. You could just leave me alone, big sis. What was that? You're always so half-hearted. Oh, there we go. There's no one else to protect you. What can he do for you that I can't? Calm down. There's nothing to worry about. I'll come with you on your date. Anyway, Kakazaki-kun seems a bit self-absorbed for my liking. Click. Beep, 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 beep. After all that, nothing's changed. Nothing. What can he do for you? Let's see. Tabari's crying again. Why is she crying before the fight? This kid's a real coward. You're okay. Big Sis will get stronger for Tabari. You could count on Big Sis. The first time it made me happy. Whenever I screwed up or bothered someone, Big Sis forgave me. Tabari, I beat up this bad guy. Big Sis wins again. But when she said stuff like that, it didn't make me happy anymore. So Kakazaki-senpai's no good, but everyone else is afraid of Big Sis. No, surely not everyone's like that. Those guys, they must be from the Kendo Club. They're just out of the hospital. Whoa, you're... Gentlemen, I earnestly implore you. Date Walker. Right, I generally understand the plan, but there's a detail or two I don't get. I'm meant to protect someone, so I've got no choice but to protect her. But no one's protecting me while I'm doing my protecting. Maybe I just shouldn't open my big mouth, or maybe I'm just overthinking things. Kokiraki! What's up, Koyama? This is bad. There's a big commotion out this way. The Kendo guys have. The Kendo Club members have challenged Harimoto Senior. I keep counting, but there's still only 5 guys. Surely this can't be all of you? You scared them all away, Harimoto. This isn't how you face off to an opponent. I'll let you get back up since there's only 5 of you. 5 of guys is quite enough, Harimoto. Because the leftover members are all busy looking after your sister. They're the ones that had to sit out the tournament before. Get it now? The safety of your bumbling little sister is guaranteed. Big sis! Big sis is bad. Big sis never wanted to recognize me, but she stuck up for me when I messed with other people. I've been saying sorry ever since I was old enough. She just grew up too fast. I get it already. Each of you gets 1 strike with those shinai. After that, I humbly request that you get your hands off my sister. Let's see, no need to worry. None of you are gonna get hurt like last time. What's wrong? It's okay to say. Don't fuck with us! Works for me if you lost your mind, Harimoto. You're kidding, big sis. Or yeah? Why? This is wrong. This is his plan. This is all I can do. Big. No, this isn't my fault. Big sis is bad. Not at fault. I won't apologize. But it's not okay that those guys attacked her. She doesn't care about me. It's fine if she gets beaten up. Stupid big sis. Big sis. Once upon a time, whenever I saw a bunch of guys fighting, I just had to play peacemaker. Man, oh man, it's a really bad habit. Why the hell won't you admit? Why the hell won't you admit defeat? Not done yet. Idiot, she'll soon faint as she opens her eyes. Just like the Uroboros did not even lift a finger. Are you quite finished? No, wait, this ain't over. I'm cranking it up a notch starting now. 5 strikes is nowhere near enough. There's more where they came from. No, the fight ends here for you guys. Oh no, the fight ends here for you guys. What the hell? Who's that? Hey, you. Me? Well, I'm no soldier like her. Just a brawler. I don't have that overwhelming strength. I don't strike fear into the hearts of the survivors. Just one thing. As you're not gonna see my face, I guess that'll be half remembered. Man, you guys really beat her up, didn't you? You just like taking turns beating unresisting girls with your shinai. Not too bright, are you? This is just payment in kind. Make your peace. Huh? What you doing? Oi, show your face. I am the snake. Huh? I gave up the name of Uroboros. Who would have thought he actually existed? What bastard. But that's such a weird fighting style. It's like he's using the drawing on his back to draw their gaze. Of course, it's a trick. He's confused it with those weird movements. I guess it suits it because it's a tactic that suits his identity right until the end. Or perhaps he's just a coward scared of retaliation. Where did this idea come from? Oh, where did this idea come from? That I was some ally of justice. To begin with, I was just a peacemaker. It was a bad habit. Whenever I saw a bunch of guys fighting, I just had to play peacemaker. But after a while, that made me a target. Each time I had to try harder to beat off the bad guys. I beat them, they came back. I beat them, they came back. Never-ending cycle, like I was eating my own tail. I started hiding my identity to try and break that cycle. That movement's giving me a bad feeling. So just who are you? Who the hell? Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's enough for one day. Maybe you should have escaped while you could. He couldn't have come back, right? I didn't just turn to that weird named town legend, did I? It's definitely cowardly to hide your face behind the design on your back. Wait, it's definitely cowardly to hide your face behind that design on your back in a fight. Being wary of revenge and being an ally of justice are miles apart. It's harsh, isn't it? I guess I shouldn't start impossible fights if I don't have the guts to follow through. But, oh well. Big sister, Idiot. You're such an idiot, big sis. Your own sake. Always, always for your own sake. Do you ask? You never ask me. You just assume those guys had me hostage so you could show off. Try and understand. Don't you have any faith in me? Am I that unreliable? You always treat me like a baby. We're not joined at the hip, you know. Why do you hate? Right now, that's my part. Your sister's part should come from being your sister. Tabari, I knew you'd managed to let go of me, but I just couldn't let go of you. I thought I was getting stronger to protect you, but that became my weakness. I'm truly sorry. Please forgive me. Stop it, big sis. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. I don't see what you're apologizing for. Please don't be angry at me. I see. You think I'm angry at you because I got beaten up? You could still apologize after all this? Huh. We've really grown up. Hey. I'm sorry. Uroboros is an endless cycle. That can also mean an internal connection. After all, for those sisters, this could bring them closer or could drive them apart. One might consume the other, or they could consume each other's. Let's see. Anyway, Kakazaki, are you listening? To all this half-remembered knowledge of mine, he's not listening. Can't be helped, since none of this would have happened if he stood up to Big Sis, right? Quiet, you. I know what you think about my asking them for a few days' rest. Phew, after all, it was those siblings that got me into the mess. Seniors gained some distance from junior gained some distance from senior, end of story. It's a bad habit. So anyways, what do you think of this uniform? It was permanent marker, so I guess I'm stuck with it. It's okay, right? Only to be expected when you become the guy that thought it up. Ironic, right? Something half-remembered for a guy that wants to forget the past. We came to see you, Kakazaki-kun. I get it, I'll be right with you. Huh? You're still going out on that date? Wrong, unfortunately. We're all to the dojo. This time, it's a thanks and an apology. We're gonna see what's stronger, general violence or military strength. What better way to take my mind off the past? I'm taking your mind off the past? Taking mine off the past? I get the feel that's impossible. An internal connection. I'll remember the sight of your three backs lined up for the rest of my life. Uroboros. Next time on Death Note, L goes on a date with Kira and Misa, while Kira tries to kill L for attacking the Kendo Club. Okay. Uroboro. I'm gonna look that up a little bit later. This person made Henshin Gambo, and Henshin Gambo is like one of my, maybe one of my favorites. Am I gonna go that far and say one of my favorites? It's a really good one shot, one of the best, and they got a bunch more one shots. I was just curious what they were doing. I feel like I've heard of Baka Monogatari. Still can't say it, I suppose. Yeah, I always wonder if Takeshi always has some type of influence into how much the word limit is for this thing here. This did work, I guess, to an extent, right? Like, this is one where I there's a lot of exposition in it here, and I don't feel too bad about it, I suppose, in this case, right? Like, once the fighting started happening here, it felt a little bit more whatever. I know this is like a pose he likes to draw a lot, I'm sure this is seductive and with the mellow stuff and all that, and her getting beat up is part of it, and he drew it. I like that. I like when he drew on his back, and then all of a sudden, whoa, he's fighting capoeira. And I think he likes capoeira as a fighting style, because he drew L to fight in capoeira, right? And that's kind of his thing. And I do quite like this face. I think always from a design and an aesthetic point of view, he does a really good job. It's like his own unique gothic style or gothic architecture here. Or maybe not architecture, but gothic everything. You could kind of see he does like this type of long-haired character because it's cool and it's emo and all that stuff, or goth. I don't understand her purpose necessarily, or his or them purpose in the story necessarily. Like this one here, okay, that's fine. You go here, boom, um, and then Koyama Sukuna. Oh yeah, 148 centimeters. I don't know what that is like in freedom units, so I gotta see. Is that like 4'10" or something? 148 centimeters is quite tiny. 148 centimeters, 4'8". Oh, they're in middle school, right? They're in middle school. Okay, so they're 4'8", 148. Harimoto. Okay, they're the same size. Because 4'9" is, or 4'8", 148 centimeters is comically small. Try 158. How tall are these people? 5 foot. Well, okay, they're normal height. Maybe a little bit on the shorts, but not too big a deal with anything. Um, and then 170 centimeters. That's like 5'8", I think, right? 5'9", maybe. It is 5'8". 5'83". I'm pretty much on the mark. Nice. Um, Gosh, because the thing was that he towered over her in this thing, and that's like a 7-inch difference, which isn't the biggest, but I guess this little thing, she just seems so tiny in this image here. But I guess you go here. That's probably about right, chest height. I don't know. I shouldn't question with all the One Piece things. This story was fine. I think it's a fun little legend. I feel like it's a fun everything. I think, you know, one of the things with all this dialogue, which is the worst thing, is that it does provide enough exposition that I can understand the intent of the deeper story. Like the Uroboros here, okay, I didn't know what it was, but upon reading this, I could understand like the legend of the snake eating its own tail, kind of makes sense, right? And then her being overprotective makes sense here, and then I guess like this whole military implication and all this is fun, and I guess it does give it to, and I like the crest on her back, so it does have a lot of interesting context. Um, and it does. I think I will say that. I just think that this is not necessarily one of those one shots that makes me go like, oh yeah, I gotta have a whole series based on this. I gotta like be a lot more amazing. I gotta read a chapter two. And I also don't think it's one that leaves too big of an impression on me. I think the still thing's funny. I think that's a nice little thing with the marker. Calls back to the beginning. The fighting is pretty decent here. And them sort of making up is a little strange, a little weird, but you know, it's all right. Um, yeah, and I think that's unfortunately all I have to say. It's all right. Um, Maybe the dialogue, the exposition makes me understand a little bit deeper. I don't know if it necessarily makes me feel any type of deeper sentimental connection. Like, and I'm a dude, but I have sisters. I don't know if it's there's like a sibling bond there that I'm like missing for this, like whatever, and I'm the youngest, so like I should be like, oh yeah, the protection, but I don't know. I guess I never really felt that type of protection for my siblings like that, you know. But yeah, this is neat. I guess it's pretty. This is like something you could put as a phone wallpaper. Um, yeah, yeah, and I guess that's really it then. Um, the backgrounds are beautiful. I feel bad. When I'm not, I don't really feel bad like that, but I'm like, huh. I feel like I should have a lot more to say. Like, why is the Kendo team designed so dastardly? But it makes sense. Or like this guy, like Kendo beat Kendo. I don't know. It's fine for what it is. Her, I think this was an alright scene where she's trying to say her little sister, her big sis is bad and stuff, and trying to reconcile her getting beaten up and stuff for her. Her standing up for it is fine. Um, Maybe I just need to be in a different mood or something, or I don't know. It's all right, man. Half an hour, 5 minutes of me saying all right. And I guess that's all for today. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.